The Seahawks come to Pittsburgh next week, Sunday Night Football. That should be a fascinating game because the Steelers will be desperate whether they win or lose on Sunday. The Seahawks getting closer to desperate after losing last night to the Rams 26-17. And one of the reasons they lost, they didn't have Russell Wilson, who banged his hand on the forearm of Aaron Donald, and his finger locked into a position that is not the normal, ideal finger configuration. He wasn't able to get it to the point where he could grip the ball, throw the ball. He came back for a series after he suffered that injury. You can see it here. The hand on the follow-through. I'm surprised, Myles, that doesn't happen more often. When you are moving your body, you're moving your arm against the grain of the defenders coming at you. It's amazing to me it doesn't happen more often, that they don't hit arms and hands and helmets and shoulder pads and whatever on their follow-through. So Wilson goes out. Geno Smith comes in and plays well. With Wilson, the issue is X-ray's negative. He saw a specialist in L.A. today. There could be ligament damage in there. Look, you can either grip the football or you can't. You can either make the throws or you can't. I said this today to Peter King. This isn't like trying to, tape up an ankle and maybe you don't run quite as fast as you usually do and you lose some of your mobility, but you can still throw. You can either make all the throws or you can't make all the throws. It's a pass-fail. You can't hide. And, would the Seahawks put him on the field? And this is the question, Myles. Do you put him on the field if he can only make 80% of the throws versus a Geno Smith who can make all the throws? And I think based on what we saw last night from Geno Smith, sorry, I'm taking 100% Geno Smith over 80% Russell Wilson.
Well, that's why you have Geno Smith, right? I mean, this is sort of the conversation that we had about the Colts a couple of weeks ago when Carson Wentz, as you're just talking about, right? It's not like you can have an ankle where you're just taping it up and then maybe you can go out there. And frankly, Russell Wilson has had some issues in the past where it's been, all right, we're going to tape this thing up and you're going to keep playing, because he's had 149 straight starts to start his career. It's going back all the way to 2012 when the Seahawks drafted him in the third round. He has not missed a game. He's not missed a start. And so for this to be that serious, where we're talking about ending that starting streak, that it's a really, really big deal and it's a big issue for him. And maybe it's going to work out a little bit better that they've got this mini bye this week, so he could get the hell out of Dodge and come down here to Los Angeles and see that hand specialist and figure things out a little bit for him. So maybe he will be able to play Sunday night against Pittsburgh. But I think, look, like you said, it's either you can grip the football or you can't grip the football. And if you have a veteran backup that you trust like Geno Smith, which they definitely should, especially after he goes down the field 98 yards and gets them a touchdown like he did last night against a good defense in the LA Rams, then that's what you have the backup for, to come in and win you a game or two until your QB can come back in there.
You apparently missed the email in which I called dibs on all sarcastic and snarky comments about Urban Meyer in any way, shape, or form.
I did miss that one. Yeah, sorry.
I'll give you that one because it was good. Here's Pete Carroll from earlier today talking about the performance of Geno Smith and whether or not they believe in Smith being able to get it done if he's the guy next Sunday night in Pittsburgh.
He's a very talented football player. He's got a great arm, he's got great sense, and he knows the system really well. I totally trust that Geno can do this. And I think you saw it last night in a really difficult situation, hurry up, all that kind of stuff. He was really good at it. He really understands the system, so we'll be able to stay with the preparation, and that'll help everybody. Geno makes guys around him feel confident and feel comfortable, and I thought that was a great showing.
I kind of like that look from Pete, whatever that is. Looking pretty dapper at age 70.
Very Pacific Northwest.
Geno Smith looked good last night, and I was rooting for Geno Smith. Look at that. I like that. I got to get me an ensemble like that for next Friday's Another Friday Closer to Death edition of PFTPM. Anyway, Geno Smith was up the road for me at West Virginia University. I got my West Virginia polo shirt on today in indirect honor of Geno. I didn't even think of that. It was just the closest and the cleanest. That is my approach to any and all things I wear. But cold off the bench, 98-yard drive. He gets the ball back, 84 yards away from the end zone, 2:09 to play, and Tyler Lockett falls down. It's not his fault. He either tripped over his own 2 feet, or he was tripped, or he was kind of knocked off balance, whatever. Geno Smith threw the ball to where he thought Tyler Lockett was going to be, and that was that. But I would not I would not roll my eyes and groan at the prospect of watching Geno Smith next Sunday night. If Russell Wilson can't play, let's see what Geno can do.
Well, Geno's been in this league for a long time. And again, this is why you have the veteran backup, because it's somebody that you can trust. He's been with Seattle for a while now, a few years now. And I mean, even though they've got this new offense under Shane Waldron, it's very clear that he has a good understanding of it just based on the way he was able to come in and operate that thing. So I don't think it would be the worst option, if we have to see Geno Smith versus an aging Ben Roethlisberger on Sunday Night Football. Frankly, Geno Smith might be the better quarterback of these two teams at this time. Who knows?
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.